What are the top 5 risks of running a marketing agency in 2026? If you're a new founder of a marketing agency, or you're someone thinking about starting a marketing agency in 2026, or even fairly, newer to the agency space, this one is just for you. My name's Ozzy Garner. I'm the founder and CEO of Advirtis, where we've partnered with over 300 marketing agencies to help them scale smarter, grow faster, and escape the chaos that most agency owners get stuck in. What we like to do in our series is we break down those real conversations agency owners are actually having: sales, operations, hiring, scaling, leadership, the wins, the failures, all of it. And we break those things down to help educate you as you prepare to grow and scale your agency. So today, we're actually going to talk about the top 5 risks leading into 2026 and what you can expect based on the industry and the market. Because we work with so many agencies, we see this all over the place. We see the trends coming down the pipe pretty quickly. And so it allows us to pivot within Advirtis to really help these agencies grow and avoid any sort of complications that they may run into. So let's get into it. So, risk number 1, AI and automation. This is huge for our industry. A lot of marketers are using AI to help scale their own business, but I would share that it's actually transforming the way that agencies go to market altogether. AI tools are transforming these agencies and how they operate. And basically, if you're not evolving, you might be left behind. So, staying ahead of the curve and continually learning new tools is not just a nice to have, it's a must. You're going to have to pivot and learning more about how to essentially implement AI within your operating procedures. And it leads me to the next thing. Risk number 2 is going to be in-house competition. A lot of businesses they know the value of marketing, and the ones that have the budget for it, they're actually hiring in-house teams. It's more common now, and I'm seeing it happen more and more, where companies are building their own in-house marketing departments. And that means agencies have to offer something truly unique, or they risk losing clients who decide to bring all these things inside. It's a trend that we can't ignore. And I'm seeing it quite a bit actually more recently. And so, as an agency owner, kind of going back to that first risk, you're going to have to learn how to make the AI and any of these other platforms and softwares work for you in a way that other marketers don't understand. So you're going to have to really pivot and understand the industry and how and where it's going. Risk number 3 for your agency: client concentration. That's a really big one. And I see this happen a lot with marketing agency owners. But typically, when they first get started, they land one big client account. And this big client can take up majority of their revenue. So then they start hiring, they start, bringing in-house talent, they start building onto this team. And then something potentially could happen where they lose that client and it makes up more than 30% of their revenue. And now they have to let people go, or they have to get a business line of credit. They have to take on debt, whatever it means, just to kind of feed that. And oftentimes marketing agencies don't have a sales pipeline to help fulfill that and bring that client back. So relying too heavily on a handful of big clients is risky business. That's for any business owner, let alone a marketing agency owner. If you have one major client that makes up more than 30% of your revenue, that's risky. So you're going to want to invest in your sales team. You're going to want to have a sales cycle. And you're really going to want to make sure that you're diversifying your risk when it comes to your client base. And when you do, I can guarantee you that it will help you sleep a little bit easier at night. Risk number 4 is based on the economic and the economy and the industry itself. So risk number 4 is the economy and the industry itself. Essentially, economic and industry shifts, whether it's a downturn in the economy or a big shift in how digital marketing is done, being prepared for change is key. So having the ability to pivot in the industry is going to matter a ton for your agency. And so that's preparing for things like ChatGPT, who just recently, there was a leak saying that they're going to be running ads, getting ahead of that. Whether it be a new social platform where you're seeing trends in organic social taking off, you're going to want to niche to a service that is up and coming, and you don't to be that unique, right? And honestly, being prepared for the change is key to differentiate yourself from your competition. There are 104,000 marketing agencies here in the United States, and they're all going after the same market share. So you're really going to have to get unique. So if you're prepared for the change, you're able to stay agile and plan for these shifts, you're going to be able to get ahead, especially if you're just starting out. And then last but not least, I see this more common than not, is hiring talent and increasing overhead. Huge risk for a marketing agency, especially when you're first getting started. So first up, let's talk about that talent. One of the big risks in 2026 is the challenge of finding and keeping specialized talent. We're in a really tight period right now where remote work was very common just a few years ago, where now it's slowly fallen off. And so it's forcing industries like the marketing industry to really um, challenge us to stay within that remote work. But then it also means we're going to get saturated job postings. So we're going to have to figure out a really strong process to hiring. And so a lot of agencies, to diversify their risk from this, they're actually hiring other white label agencies that are considered premium, like Advirtis, or they're really doubling down on finding freelance talent that, again, still is a hiring process, still takes time and investment for both. The biggest difference is where you are in your agency due to either your budget, whether your time investment is there, so forth, really will matter. And so hiring experts for non-core services or bigger client opportunities is going to be huge. For example, for us in Advertis, we actually just partnered with an agency about I guess about a year ago, and they recently was awarded an RFP that was much bigger than any RFP they've ever been awarded, and we helped them secure that. And what happened is they were looking to start hiring all this talent to bring on, and come to find out they didn't have to because they partnered with us. And so it saved them a ton of time and money and resources from their team to be able to launch into this account, which has been a huge and tremendous way for them to grow their business without having to invest so much of those resources. So instead of hiring full time, sometimes it's smarter to diversify your risk by working with freelancers or specialized agencies and partner teams like Advertis. It keeps your costs flexible and your sanity intact. So there you guys have it. Top 5 risks into starting or running a marketing agency in 2026. And so those top 5 risks you want to keep on your radar. And as a marketing agency owner in 26, you probably want to be able to keep ahead of these things and stay on top of it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop any questions in the comments. Myself or Zach or anyone else from our team would be super happy to work with you as an agency owner to help you see these trends in the market. It's actually part of our partnership. And our goal is to come in to help you grow. We are a silent extension of your team. And let's diversify that risk together. Happy New Year.